Welcome to On My Way Session 4. Well, it's another beautiful fall, crisp fall day, and I'm on my way to Oyster Bay in East Norwich. I have a client who years ago sold their house in East Norwich, and I was listing agent, and now they are years later moving back from Texas, actually. So I'm really excited. I haven't seen him. The husband is here now, already living here, renting temporarily, and working in New York. So I'm really excited to, look with him and try and find him and his family, now 2 children larger, a great home. And so I'm on the other end today, not the listing agent, but hopefully a selling agent, and going to sell them. I'm going to have to discuss with them. So these are the things that go through your mind. This is going to be our first meeting in years. They've got a choice whether I'm going to act on their behalf or on the seller's behalf. So I can represent the buyer or I can represent the seller. And around here where I am on Long Island, it for years was never even done that we would ever represent the buyer. We always represented the seller. So I'm not there yet, but again, I always like to give a little preview of what the area is like and where I'm headed. So this is a very pretty little residential neighborhood. This is a cul-de-sac, and it is, older homes. We're in Oyster Bay and Teddy Roosevelt's old hometown, and it's just a very pretty residential little area. And again, I said I wanted to situate you a little bit. The sun is so bright I can't even get a decent picture, but just to show you the area. That's the house I showed. Okay, so we are in Oyster Bay. I just finished showing the first house, and my buyer decided that he wants me to represent him and his family. I had the buyer brokerage disclosure signed. I didn't have the contract with me, which is my bad. I have a light here. We're right near the town of Oyster Bay, and we're headed to house number 2. Number 1 was an interesting proposition because there is a little rental apartment. It's questionable whether or not it's legal, but there is a little rental apartment downstairs, and it's income producing, and for this particular buyer that might be something that he would be interested in. So these are the things you run into. Anyway, on our way to number 2, and we'll see you shortly. So I just finished my showing of the second property, and the buyer's quite interested. He actually also asked if they would rent the house in case he really needs something in a hurry, which he might. And we are driving back to my office now, you and I, to go do a little bit of follow-up work. I already called the agent. I already spoke to the listing agent on that property, and people, unless they don't sell for a few more months, are not willing to just go ahead and, and rent it. They'd much rather sell it. You're getting a nice little tour of Locust Valley. There's Barney's Restaurant as we're driving through, and we're going to pass the firehouse. But so the buyer of this, potentially of this house, is going to try and get his wife to come next weekend, and I might show that to them next weekend. Meanwhile, I'm going to go back to the office, regroup, and do a little bit of paperwork now, and you'll get to see that. Okay, speak to you in a few. Hi there. So here we are back at my office, back at the ranch, I should say, and I got to go through all my million keys here, which we realtors have to have. Have the personal keys, and then I have the lister's keys, my seller's keys, and right now I'm going to grab my personal because the door is locked on the weekend to my office. So in the office, got people here. I don't think I should be filming them. This is where we have our different forms, and I did not get my buyer broker agreement signed. Here it is. Okay. I'm getting it out, and I'm going to go to my desk and we'll do a little bit more. Well, here we are in my office, and I don't know that anybody wants to be specifically filmed, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a tour of the office. We have fireplaces. This used to be actually a restaurant, and there are a couple of fireplaces here. So charming. Coming around here, excuse the wall, but is my desk. Home, sweet home. And now I have to get to work. Till next time.